In today's video, we're going to check out some of the boldest mini crossbows of the year. Compact, powerful, and full of surprises. Just when you think modern crossbows have reached the peak of creativity, these new models will make you rethink that. These aren't just toys or training tools, they're serious equipment, used for hunting, defense, or just to enjoy some fun technical skill. From 3D printed crossbows to fast-loading multi-bolt models to speed demons that push the limits, each one has earned its place as a must-have for tech enthusiasts and those who want power at their fingertips. One, Excalibur Twin Strike. The Excalibur Twin Strike is a bold statement, a double-barrel crossbow that lets you shoot 2 bolts in a row without reloading between shots. That means you can shoot the first bolt and instantly launch the second without losing your aim, completely changing how you approach a situation. Each barrel is fine-tuned for high performance with a speed of about 360 feet per second for each barrel in its standard configuration, enough to deliver significant impact energy and penetration compared to many smaller crossbows. The trigger pull is listed at about 4 pounds 11 ounces for the top barrel with a smooth and crisp feel, while the bottom barrel is lighter at around 3 pounds 2 ounces, making it easier to pull the second shot without losing rhythm. It also comes with a 30mm Overwatch scope with a reticle featuring a light and markings up to 100 yards, helping you estimate range and aim accurately for both shots. The whole idea behind the Twin Strike is to increase your chances of hitting your target in a single approach. If the first shot is slightly off, the second one can correct it. If the target requires 2 hits to neutralize, you can do that without losing time to reload. The reason the Twin Strike makes this most deadly mini list is its dual shot capability, which multiplies the power in a single encounter, and because it comes from a reputable manufacturer, meaning the build, finish, and ergonomics are more reliable than many DIY or cheap market options. The obvious advantages are clear: 2 shots in quick succession, an easy trigger pull for both barrels, a good sight system, and a solid feel that makes it impressive both for practical use and for showing off in videos. But there are limitations to highlight. The 2-barrel system makes the design more complex. More parts to check and maintain, from the string to the cams and the synchronization between the barrels. If not properly maintained, the chances of malfunction increase. When fully equipped with accessories, the overall weight is also higher, so handling it for long periods can be tiring. And while it can fire 2 shots quickly, that doesn't make it a long-range, precision shooting tool. The trajectory, wind, and arrow weight still limit its effectiveness beyond short to medium distances. Legally and safety-wise, the ability to shoot 2 bolts consecutively raises concerns if the device falls into the wrong hands. So it's always important to remind viewers about local laws and safe storage. Price-wise, a well-equipped Twin Strike typically ranges from $800 to $1,500, depending on accessories and the region. This is an investment for those who really need the ability to shoot twice in quick succession and want high-quality construction. For viewers, it's an impressive finale for the video, both eye-catching and a reminder of the responsibility that comes with owning such a powerful tool. 2. EK Cobra Siege 300. This is where the tone shifts to a more technical yet easy-to-understand style, as if a weapons expert is explaining the specs and suggesting video shots. The Cobra Siege 300 isn't a small toy, it's a crossbow designed for high hunting performance and convenience in a relatively compact frame. The biggest immediate difference is the self-cocking mechanism, meaning you don't need any external tools to cock the bow into a ready position. Just a few simple steps and you're ready to shoot. It completely changes the user experience. Fast, seamless, and less tiring. In terms of numbers, the Cobra Siege 300 is often reported to reach speeds up to about 300 feet per second when using a 283 grain bolt. Based on muzzle energy formulas, a 283 grain bolt at 300 feet per second carries about 56.6 foot-pounds of energy, enough to hunt small to medium-sized game and clearly far beyond the toy category. The axle-to-axle width when cocked is about 6 7/8 inches and about 10.5 inches when uncocked, making the crossbow easy to handle in a narrow blind or when moving through dense terrain. The reason the Cobra Siege 300 made it into the 10 deadly mini crossbows on TEMU list is because of the combination of three factors: high performance, convenience, self-cocking plus compact size, and the complete kit it comes with. The manufacturer provides a pretty full package: carbon bolts, scope, foregrip, quick detach quiver, AR stock with buffer tube, and a bipod, meaning buyers can open the box and start using it right away with minimal need for additional accessories. In the mainstream retail space, products like this can easily mislead consumers about their complexity and risks. A crossbow that looks compact and easy to use can still generate enough power to cause serious injuries if misused. The ease of access and the 300 feet per second speed make this model one that needs to be known, not to encourage shopping, but to warn viewers. The pros of the Cobra Siege 300 are clear. The self-cocking mechanism reduces the need for tools and preparation time, making it perfect for hunters who move a lot or want to shoot multiple times in one session. The high speed combined with the heavy bolt provides great power, creating a stable trajectory and enough penetration for medium-range hunting. The carbon bolt in the kit optimizes straightness and penetration. The rail system and attachment points allow for customization from optics to bipods, so users can personalize it based on their shooting habits. Plus, the short axle-to-axle size when cocked makes the Cobra Siege easier to handle in a blind or when you need to quickly pivot. But there's always a flip side. The first drawback is the weight and feel when holding it for extended periods. While it's compact compared to full-size crossbows, adding the AR stock, scope, bipod, and quiver increases the weight, making it harder to hold for long periods and reducing flexibility when moving a lot. The second issue is the maintenance. The self-cocking mechanism is more mechanically complex than traditional crossbows, so checking, lubricating, and replacing worn parts is essential to avoid malfunction and safety risks. The third drawback is the power level. 56 foot-pounds is enough to cause serious injury or penetrate hard materials. This places a greater responsibility on the user to follow legal guidelines, choose a safe shooting area, and wear protective gear. Finally, while the kit seems all in, the quality of accessories like the scope, carbon bolts, and quiver can vary across shipments. Serious users often upgrade the optics or bolts to suit their hunting needs. Price-wise, the Cobra Siege 300 falls in the mid to high range, reflecting its features and included accessories. The retail price typically ranges from $800 to $1,500, depending on the kit. The basic version might be lower, but the full kit with AR stock, quality scope, and bipod is higher. For content creators, this is an easy-to-use model to showcase technical advances. Scenes of the self-cocking mechanism in action, chronograph speed tests, and penetration tests on plywood or foam make for eye-catching footage. But it's always important to include safety reminders, safe distance checks, and legal advice for the viewer's location. 3. Vlad is a short name, but it's got long-lasting impact. This is where I'll switch to a more tactical analysis tone, like a weapons expert breaking down a platform that seems simple, but is actually very versatile. Vlad is not a clumsy pistol or a makeshift crossbow. It's a fast reloading platform built around a simple but powerful idea. Load from the top, shoot right away, reload in a few seconds. The body of Vlad typically has an 8-shot magazine on top, and this top-fed loading mechanism allows each successive shot to be fed directly into the barrel just by pulling the trigger or giving it a slight twist. This turns the shooting action into a continuous sequence instead of individual shots. One practical reason why Vlad made the most deadly mini list is the ability to fit 2 different limb sets. With the lighter configuration, 30 lbs, Vlad is a perfect plinking tool for practicing skills, but when fitted with the 90 lbs limb and paired with a red dot, it transforms into a short-range defense tool, shooting bolts at about 200 feet per second with an energy rating of approximately 14 foot-pounds. Not an enormous number, but enough to cause significant injury if used incorrectly. When talking about Vlad in your video, you can take your viewers through a series of shots. The moment the 8-shot magazine is loaded, the operator attaches the speed loader and quickly detaches it in just a few seconds, and then show a fast sequence of shots on a foam target to demonstrate its rapid-fire ability. These details not only make Vlad look cool on screen, but also highlight a potential hazard. A compact, fast-shooting, and highly mobile device that could easily be misused by someone inexperienced. As for the design, Vlad typically comes with a pretty decent package: basic red dot, speed loader, spare limb string, and 16 bolts, meaning it's ready to shoot as soon as you open the box. This is exactly what makes Vlad so popular on retail platforms, because buyers don't have to go searching for extra accessories. The pros of Vlad are very clear for practical users. The ability to shoot consecutively with the 8-shot magazine improves the speed of execution during practice or defense. The top feed mechanism reduces the chance of jamming compared to other designs. The modular nature allows you to swap limbs to change its purpose. And the included accessory kit allows newcomers to get started quickly. Additionally, with the right setup, Vlad allows the shooter to place 2 quick shots on the target, a big advantage in situations where you need to break the target's focus or ensure it is neutralized. In terms of experience, Vlad usually offers a stable shooting feel, a quick release, and less vibration compared to cheaper pistol crossbows. However, Vlad has some drawbacks to consider. While the 8-shot magazine is convenient, it's still a mechanical system. If the speed loader, clip, or feeding mechanism aren't properly maintained, they can cause jamming, leading to safety issues while handling it. The power and shooting range of Vlad, even in the stronger configuration, are still inferior to full-size crossbows. Therefore, if someone expects mid-range hunting performance, they might be disappointed. Furthermore, the top feed design and included accessories make the body top-heavy, which can throw off balance when shooting for long periods without a bipod or appropriate stock. Finally, the availability of various complete kits on mainstream retail platforms means that quality can vary between batches. Buyers need to carefully check the product to avoid receiving poorly manufactured versions. As for pricing, Vlad usually comes packaged as ready to shoot with a red dot, speed loader, and bolts. The actual price typically ranges from $350 to $650 depending on the market and the accessory package. Within this range, buyers get a practical, easy-to-operate platform suitable for both recreational purposes and short-range defense, provided it's used correctly. When presenting Vlad in a script, make sure to highlight specifics like 8-shot top feed magazine up to around 200 feet per second with 6.5-inch aluminum bolts, about 14 foot-pounds of energy, and demonstrate the speed loader action while emphasizing maintenance checks before every shooting session. In conclusion, Vlad is a prime example of how fast reloading technology turns small pistol carbine platforms into continuous shooting tools. Powerful, but always requiring a responsibility from the user. 4. FX Ranchero. When you hear the name FX, airgun enthusiasts will immediately recognize it as a premium brand, but the Ranchero Aero version is the one that turns heads. It's not a typical air rifle, but rather a PCP, pre-charged pneumatic pistol, modified to shoot bolts, arrows. A concept that's both crazy and practical, and the result is a pistol with accuracy and power far exceeding expectations for such a compact frame. Imagine a match-grade PCP rifle shrunk down to a pistol with a pressure chamber, a sensitive match trigger, ergonomic grips, and a straight arrow-loading barrel. That's the Ranchero. In terms of basic specs, the Ranchero Aero typically shoots a 230 grain bolt with speeds reaching up to about 240 feet per second in a standard setup. Using the muzzle energy formula, a 230 grain bolt at 240 feet per second carries around 29 foot-pounds of energy, enough to hunt small game at short range and provide limited but significant penetration at close distances. The PCP design ensures more stable pressure compared to spring or simple pneumatic systems, resulting in very consistent speeds, something highly valued by target shooters and anyone who values precision. Additionally, the Ranchero typically features a match-grade trigger, ergonomic grip, and a barrel loading system with a precise guide tube, making each shot feel smooth with minimal vibration and a more stable trajectory compared to many other pistol crossbows. The reason the Ranchero made it onto the 10 deadly mini crossbows on TEMU list is because it combines the pistol convenience of a crossbow with the powerful, precise, and adjustable pressure platform of a PCP. On retail platforms like TEMU or similar marketplaces, easily accessible devices with enough power can easily mislead buyers into thinking they are just toys, but the Ranchero is a prime example. It looks like a small pistol, but its power and precision make it capable of causing significant harm if used improperly, especially at ranges under 30 yards. Moreover, the PCP nature of the Ranchero allows users to adjust the pressure, leading to tuned versions that can either increase or decrease its power, creating a substantial difference in potential danger between the default and tuned versions. The Ranchero's advantages are clear for experienced users. First is its accuracy. The PCP system allows for very consistent velocities with minimal deviation, helping users focus on aiming rather than worrying about variations in the bolt speed. Second is the feel of the shot and trigger. Its match-grade trigger allows for a clean break, ideal for targets from 20 to 30 yards. Third, it's specialized for small game hunting. The 230 grain bolt is sufficient for close-range hunting, and the pistol format makes it easy to maneuver in tight spaces like blinds. Finally, the build quality from Ranchero FX is top-notch. High-quality materials, precise manufacturing, and a durable air valve system that, if properly maintained, will last. However, the Ranchero isn't without its drawbacks. First, there's the complexity and cost of maintenance. The PCP system requires an air source, either a compressed air tank, a hand pump, or a compressor, and recharging the pressure adds both cost and technical requirements. Second, the initial cost is high. The FX line isn't cheap. Even though the Ranchero is a pistol version of a PCP system, the cost of a complete version with a tank or pump will typically be much higher than a few $100s. Third, reliability in harsh environments is a concern. PCP systems require maintenance of the valves, O-rings, and checking for leaks. Inexperienced users may run into trouble. Finally, there are legal and safety considerations. A pistol with around 30 foot-pounds of energy may fall under different regulations depending on the area. Buyers should check local laws and use it cautiously. As for pricing, since the Ranchero is a specialized product from a premium manufacturer, it typically ranges from $1,200 to $2,500 depending on the version, accessories package, including air tanks or pumps, and the distribution area. A basic kit might cost less if you already own an air source, while a full setup with a compressor, pump, scope, and bolts will push the price higher. This price reflects the development, manufacturing costs, and the inherent high cost of the PCP system, but in return, users get accuracy and shooting experiences at a higher level. In conclusion, the Ranchero Arrow is an excellent choice for serious users who want a PCP pistol capable of delivering accurate bolt shots at close range, but it's not meant for beginners or those looking for a cheap, fun toy. If you include the Ranchero in your video, make sure to show the air charging process, clearly describe the energy and safe shooting distances, and emphasize protective gear and legal checks. That's how you respect the product while ensuring your audience is safe from potential misunderstandings. 5. Adderini. Adderini is a 3D printed pistol crossbow that at first glance might seem like a neat DIY project, but once assembled it proves that DIY can reach real-world functionality if done correctly with the right components. In this section, I'll shift to a more technical storytelling approach, explaining the design while giving viewers the sense that I can make this too, while also strongly warning about the risks. Adderini is often described as a pistol-style crossbow for the 3D printing community. The frame and many small parts are printed using common PLA, ABS, PETG plastic on standard 3D printers with an integrated magazine holding 6 bolts, and the power is provided by rubber TheraBand limbs, usually TheraBand Gold or equivalent, or specialized pistol limbs. When assembled correctly, meaning quality parts are printed, Stress points are reinforced with steel screws, and commercial limbs, sharp strings are used. An Adderini can shoot 6 to 6.5-inch bolts with speeds ranging from about 180 to 240 feet per second depending on limb configuration and assembly method, which is enough to cause significant injury at close range and far exceeds the boundaries of toys. The reason Adderini makes the 10 most deadly mini crossbows on TEMU list is not because it appears as a finished product on TEMU, but because the spirit of print it, assemble it, use it makes it a rapidly scalable tool. Just the design file, a printer, and a few metal rubber parts are enough for anyone with basic skills to create a pistol crossbow with considerable performance. This makes Adderini a real concern. Traditional weapon ownership barriers, import controls, manufacturer regulation can be bypassed through DIY, leading to the creation of countless copies with varying levels of quality and danger. Additionally, the 6-shot magazine increases the chance of firing consecutively, so a small 3D printed device could become a highly dangerous tool if it ends up in the hands of someone irresponsible. The advantages of Adderini shine in 3 main areas. Nearly unlimited customization. You can change the size, grip, magazine layout, or upgrade the limbs. The low cost compared to commercial crossbows. Many DIYers only need to spend a few dozen to a few $100s on materials and limbs. And its educational value. The project helps viewers understand the mechanics of a crossbow, draw weight, and the impact of bolt length and limb stiffness on speed and trajectory. For content creation, scenes of disassembling the 3D printed parts, testing speed on a chronograph, and comparing with commercial limbs are highly engaging. However, these same advantages lead to several serious drawbacks. The 3D printed PLA, ABS, PETG parts don't have the load-bearing durability of metal. Screw points may wear out, break, or crack after several hundred pulls. The print quality entirely depends on the printer, print settings, and materials used, leading to significant variation between a well-printed version and one that could be risky. The 3D printed magazine can cause bolts to jam, veer off course, or even misfire, and most importantly, it lacks industrial safety standards. Many DIY builds don't feature safety mechanisms like dry fire prevention or force resistance certification. The legal and ethical issues are also important to note. In many places, homemade weapons are still classified as firearms, and owning one could be a violation of the law. Even if local laws aren't clear, distributing design files, assembly instructions, or videos encouraging DIY could have legal and ethical repercussions for the content creator. Therefore, when mentioning Adderini in your video, you should emphasize that this is a project for those with technical skills and should only be done within the confines of the law with all necessary safety gear and safety checks. As for cost, the components for an Adderini custom build have a wide range. If you're only factoring in the cost of 3D printing and a few screws, it can be quite cheap, around $20 to $80 for the printing materials and basic accessories. However, if you purchase TheraBand gold limbs, commercial strings, quality bolts, and reinforced steel screws, the total cost usually ranges from about $120 to $400, depending on the level of completion. Some people in the community sell design files for a small fee, usually a few dollars to a few dozen, and some semi-ready kits can range from $200 to $350 with quality limbs and bolts included. However, it's important to note that low cost doesn't mean safety. Cheaper builds often come with greater risks if the buyer doesn't have the necessary knowledge for assembly and maintenance. To conclude this section with a strong reminder, Adderini represents the future of DIY small power weapons. It's a testament to creativity, but also a cautionary tale. When you present this project in a video, make sure to show the community that makes it, demonstrate safety checks, strength tests, and emphasize its nature as a maker project rather than a how-to-make-a-weapon guide. That's how you can tell an engaging story while maintaining social responsibility, and it's this responsibility that makes your content more trustworthy in the eyes of your audience. 6. WT Mini Striker. The name might sound modest, but when placed on the testing table, it takes on a completely different attitude. Compact, versatile, and ruthless at short range. I'll shift the tone here to a more practical, hands-on approach, describing it from the perspective of a real user rather than just a marketer. The Mini Striker is a light punch with serious power, a pistol-style crossbow designed to perform in tight spots where full-size crossbows become impractical. Its size is optimized for easy handling in narrow hunting blinds, tree stands, or even a canoe. The overall body length is about mid-teens inches, the limbs when cocked are roughly 5 inches, and its weight usually falls under 4 or 5 pounds depending on the version, making it easy to hold with one hand or shift positions quickly. The most outstanding feature is the self-cocking mechanism in the front, meaning you don't need any external tools to cock the bow into a ready position. Just a few simple steps and you're good to go. A feature that completely changes how quickly you can shoot multiple times. In terms of numbers, the Mini Striker is often reported to hit speeds up to about 330 feet per second in the strongest configurations, a speed sufficient to penetrate 1 2-inch plywood to several inches deep in real-world tests. This means its power is enough to cause serious injury at close range and far exceeds the capabilities of many toy crossbows. The Mini Striker made it onto the 10 deadly mini crossbows on TEMU list, not for its appearance, but for its ratio of power to weight. A small, affordable, easily accessible device that can shoot both bolts and steel balls at speeds similar to higher-end pistols, making it an incredibly versatile tool for plinking, pest control, or even for those who dare to use it for tactical purposes. This makes it a key concern for buyers on platforms like TEMU. Easy to find, affordable, and with performance that's no longer toy-like. Moreover, the manufacturers typically provide it as a complete package, including carbon bolts, a scope, foregrip, quick detach quiver, and bipod, meaning buyers can start using it right away with minimal need for additional accessories. This is exactly what makes the Mini Striker popular across multiple retail platforms, as it is ready to go right out of the box. The pros of the Mini Striker are clear. The self-cocking mechanism allows for rapid reloading without the need for tools, making it perfect for hunters on the move or anyone who wants to shoot multiple times in one session. The high speed combined with the heavy bolt provides great power, creating stable trajectories and enough penetration for medium-range hunting. The carbon bolts in the kit help with straightness and penetration. The rail system and attachment points also make it customizable, from optics to bipods, allowing users to personalize it based on their shooting habits. Plus, the compact axle-to-axle size when cocked makes the Mini Striker easier to handle in tight spaces or when you need to pivot quickly. But as with any tool, there are trade-offs. The first drawback is the weight and feel when holding it for extended periods. While compact compared to full-size crossbows, adding the AR stock, scope, bipod, and quiver increases its weight, making it harder to hold for long periods and reducing maneuverability when moving a lot. The second issue is maintenance. The self-cocking mechanism is mechanically more complex than traditional crossbows, so checking, lubricating, and replacing worn parts is essential to avoid malfunction and safety risks. The third drawback is the power level. 56 foot-pounds of energy is enough to cause serious injury or penetrate hard materials. This places greater responsibility on the user to follow legal guidelines, choose a safe shooting area, and wear protective gear. Finally, while the kit seems all in, the quality of accessories like the scope, carbon bolts, and quiver can vary across shipments. Serious users often upgrade optics or bolts to suit their hunting needs. In terms of price, the Mini Striker is in the mid to high range for a pistol crossbow with a self-cocking mechanism. The retail price typically ranges from about $220 to $450, depending on the configuration, accessories, and region. A basic version without optics and quiver will be at the lower end of this range, while a full kit with an AR stock, quality scope, and bipod will be at the higher end. For content creators, this is an easy-to-use model to showcase the latest technological advancements. Scenes of the self-cocking mechanism in action, chronograph speed tests, and penetration tests on plywood or foam make for exciting footage. But it's important to include safety reminders, safe distance checks, and legal advice for the viewer's location. In conclusion, the Mini Striker is an excellent example of small but powerful, It's not a one-size-fits-all tool for every job, but if you need a pistol crossbow that's highly portable, capable of quick shots at short range, and has that cool factor for videos, the Mini Striker is a top contender. When you include it in your script, make sure to highlight the self-cocking mechanism, demonstrate the speed tests, and always emphasize safety and legal checks, because it's the small and easy-to-access tools that can often be the most dangerous when misused. 7. Ballista Bat. The name might sound like something from a comic book, but in reality it's a completely different beast. A reverse-draw pistol crossbow designed to maximize energy into an incredibly compact body. When you hold the Ballista Bat, the first thing you'll notice is that this isn't your typical pistol crossbow. It's short, stout, and the limbs, along with the internal cam system, are optimized to generate maximum speed for the bolt in a very short length. In terms of specifications, the Ballista Bat is often advertised with a draw weight of about 150 pounds, and speeds are reported to reach around 420 feet per second in the strongest configurations, which makes it comparable to or faster than many full-size crossbows. The reverse draw mechanism with an internal pulley system is key. Essentially, the limbs are positioned so that the draw weight is concentrated closer to the body of the bow, and the pulley system significantly reduces the hand effort required to cock the bow. Many reports show that the draw force is reduced to about 40 pounds, making a 150-pound crossbow much more manageable without needing extra tools. The Ballista Bat made it onto the 10 deadly mini crossbows on TEMU list, not for its looks, but for the numbers. Speeds of up to 420 feet per second in a compact design mean that the energy per bolt is much higher than many full-size traditional crossbows. When a device of this size and performance is sold en masse on a marketplace like TEMU, the risks are twofold. People with ill intentions could easily get their hands on a powerful tool, and the general public might misunderstand the actual capabilities of the weapon, leading to unsafe usage. Add to that the extremely tactical profile with an adjustable stock, front fiber optic sight for fast aiming, and a detachable magazine, and it's clear why this model is showing up in many must-know lists on TEMU and review videos. The pros of the Ballista Bat are easy to see. Impressive power in a small frame, the reverse draw system provides a smooth cocking experience, and the compactness makes it easy to operate in tight spaces. The tactical features, including the adjustable stock, fiber optic sight, and detachable magazine, add versatility to the platform, making it a practical tool for close-range defense or a fun option for target shooting. From a content creation perspective, the scenes of adjusting the stock, operating the internal pulley system, and rapid-fire shots are sure to generate interest. The overall feel is stable, and its power is more than capable for use in situations where speed and power are crucial in short distances. But, as with all designs, there are trade-offs. The first drawback is the power level. 420 feet per second is impressive for a mini crossbow, but when compared to full-size crossbows or more specialized hunting bows, the range and impact power fall short. The second concern is the complexity of the internal pulley system. While it reduces the physical effort required to cock the bow, it also means that there are more moving parts that could wear down or fail with extended use if not properly maintained. The third issue is the weight distribution. While the compact size is a benefit, the addition of accessories like optics, a quiver, or an adjustable stock can make the front end feel heavy and throw off the balance, making it less ideal for long shooting sessions without a bipod or steady rest. The final issue is safety. The availability of a high-powered, tactical-style pistol crossbow that can shoot quickly makes it crucial for users to handle it responsibly and follow all local laws, especially since it can generate enough energy to cause injury at short range. In terms of price, the Ballista Bat typically falls in the mid-range for pistol crossbows, with a price tag usually between $350 to $800, depending on the configuration and accessories. A basic version might cost around $350, but if you opt for the model with an adjustable stock, scope, and quiver, the price can go up to around $800. It's important to check the quality of the product and the source, as the build quality can vary depending on where it's purchased. Despite the price, the Ballista Bat offers a high level of performance, especially for users who need quick shots and tactical versatility in a small, portable package. To conclude, the Ballista Bat is a prime example of how compact crossbows can deliver impressive power while maintaining ease of use and flexibility. It's perfect for situations where speed and power are essential, and its tactical features make it ideal for both personal defense and fun shooting activities. When presenting the Ballista Bat in your video, make sure to emphasize its power-to-weight ratio, the reverse draw system, and its versatility in different situations. As always, make sure to include safety reminders and legal considerations for your audience. 8. Steambow AR6 Stinger 2. It might look like something straight out of a movie, but it's not fiction. It's a real, fully functional pistol crossbow with a magazine designed for fast shooting, keeping pace and impressing from the moment you hold it. In this section, I'll shift the tone to a slower, more detailed breakdown, allowing the audience to not only admire it, but also understand why the Stinger 2 made the 10 Deadly Mini Crossbows on TEMU list, rather than just being a catalog item. In terms of size, the Stinger 2 is compact. Its overall length is around 22.5 inches, weighing around 6 to 7 pounds depending on the configuration, and it's designed for easy one-handed operation and quick target transitions. The most notable feature is the magazine-fed system, which allows continuous loading of up to 7 bolts, meaning the user can perform a series of shots without manually reloading between each shot, a feature that truly turns a compact pistol into a rapid-fire platform. The reported maximum speed is about 220 feet per second, with enough energy to perform target practice, hunt small game at close range, or engage in some serious plinking. This performance takes it beyond the realm of toys and into the potentially dangerous category if used recklessly. Why does the Stinger 2 deserve a spot on the mini deadly list? On platforms like TEMU and other similar marketplaces, small, affordable devices with rapid-fire and easy-to-replace magazines are among the most accessible to consumers. The Stinger 2 combines all 3 elements with its 7-shot magazine, a design previously seen only in larger platforms, making it dangerous in situations where inexperienced users may not understand its capabilities. Additionally, its tactical profile, featuring an adjustable stock, a fiber optic front sight for quick aiming, and a quick detach magazine, increases its appeal, making it a common feature in must-know lists on TEMU and in review videos. The pros of the Stinger 2 are quite clear. It's compact but packs a punch. The rapid-fire mechanism allows for consecutive shots without complicated reloading, and the size makes it easy to handle in confined spaces. The adjustable stock allows for a comfortable shooting position, while the fiber optic front sight aids in quick target acquisition during daylight. The included accessories like the quiver, scope, and bipod also add value, making it a complete package that's ready to use right out of the box. For content creation, the fast magazine reloading, a sequence of rapid shots, and the tactical feel of adjusting the stock make for highly engaging footage. The overall experience is smooth and its power is more than enough for close-range use. However, the Stinger 2 isn't perfect. The first downside is its range. 220 feet per second is impressive for a mini crossbow, but it can't compare to full-size crossbows when it comes to deep penetration or longer distances. The magazine also makes the crossbow front-heavy, which can affect balance when shooting for prolonged periods without support. The second issue is maintenance. The magazine system is more complex than traditional crossbows, so regular maintenance is crucial to avoid jams or malfunctions. The third problem is safety. The availability of a powerful tactical-style pistol crossbow capable of rapid fire makes it essential for users to operate it responsibly, following all local laws, especially since it can deliver enough power to cause harm at close range. In terms of price, the Stinger 2 typically falls within the mid-range for a pistol crossbow with a magazine system. The price usually ranges from about $220 to $420 depending on the configuration and accessories. A basic version without optics and quiver will be on the lower end of the price range, while a version with an adjustable stock, scope, and bipod will be at the higher end. As with any popular item on a marketplace, it's important to check the product's quality and source. as there can be variances in build quality between batches. Despite the price, the Stinger 2 offers high performance, especially for those who want a compact, rapid-fire crossbow for use at short range. In conclusion, the Steambow AR6 Stinger 2 is a prime example of how compact crossbows can deliver impressive power while maintaining ease of use and tactical versatility. It's perfect for those who need to shoot quickly at close range, and its compact design makes it ideal for personal defense or recreational shooting. When presenting the Stinger 2 in your video, make sure to emphasize its power-to-weight ratio, the rapid-fire magazine system, and its versatility in different situations. As always, include safety reminders and legal checks for your viewers. 9. EK Revo 7. The name sounds like a military invention, but in reality it's a variation of a small crossbow that makes both the viewer and the reviewer stop and say, "This isn't a toy." The Revo 7 is not just any pistol-style crossbow, it's a rapid-loading platform built with a modular philosophy, meaning you can change its personality with just a few simple adjustments. In its standard form, the Revo 7 measures around 22.5 inches in length and weighs between 6 to 7 pounds depending on the configuration. It uses super-thin carbon bolts, about 5 millimeters in diameter, arranged in a vertical magazine that holds up to 7 shots, with an optional 12-shot version available through certain distributors. What makes the Revo 7 exceptional, and what placed it on the 10 Deadly Mini Crossbows on TEMU list, is its front pivot lever cocking mechanism, which allows for light draw force, its quick change limbs that let you switch from 30-pound to 120-pound draw weights, and its full-length Picatinny rail for mounting optics and accessories. These numbers are not just marketing speak. When fitted with a 120-pound limb, independent reviews and manufacturers report a speed of about 250 feet per second, while the more common 90-pound version usually gives around 235 feet per second, enough to make a small, compact crossbow capable of tasks that were once only possible with full-size crossbows. Why did the Revo 7 make it onto the Mini Deadly list? You need to look at the effect of accessibility. On TEMU and similar platforms, small, affordable devices with quick loading features and easily replaceable magazines are some of the most accessible for consumers. The Revo 7 combines all three factors with its 7-shot magazine, a feature that's typically only found in larger platforms, making it dangerous in situations where people without proper knowledge of its capabilities can get their hands on it. Additionally, the extremely tactical profile with an adjustable stock, fiber optic front sight for fast aiming, and a quick detach magazine adds to its appeal, making it appear frequently in must-know lists on TEMU and in video reviews. The pros of the Revo 7 are very clear for users who need versatility. First, the front pivot lever provides a smooth, light cocking experience, reducing fatigue when you need to reload the magazine multiple times. Second, the quick change limbs allow the user to easily switch between a lightweight practice configuration, 30 to 60 pounds, and a heavier hunting defense setup, 90 to 120 pounds, with just a few steps. Third, the full-length Picatinny rail allows for various attachments from red dot sights to magnified scopes. Fourth, the 7-shot magazine makes rapid shooting possible while maintaining bolt stability. And finally, its overall size makes it suitable for both small hunting blinds and quick shifting positions outside. More visually for a video, you can showcase the limb change in 30 seconds moment, then demonstrate a series of rapid-fire shots to show off its functionality. Real-life reviews show that with the right carbon bolts and optics, the Revo 7 can shoot accurately and consistently at ranges of 30 to 40 yards, making it ideal for target shooting, plinking, and even small game hunting at short distances. However, there are trade-offs with the Revo 7 that need to be considered. While modular, mounting a 120-pound limb on a relatively small frame raises questions about the long-term durability of the quick-change components if used in harsh environments. Secondly, the magazine's single-column 7-shot capacity makes the reloading process slower than other systems with dual-row magazines, and the quick-draw feature, if used carelessly, could lead to accidents, e.g. shooting with no safe target. Third, The retail market shows significant variability in pricing and accessory bundles. Some listings price the Revo 7 around $400 to $450, depending on the package. The basic version is cheaper, while the bundle with a 120-pound limb, quality optics, and other accessories is higher. And buying through non-official distributors increases the risk of receiving defective parts or missing accessories. Finally, the rapid-fire feature is both a pro and a con. Great for fun and practice, but it's also the reason the Revo 7 is often placed on the need-to-know list, because in areas where the legal status or community rules are unclear, it could be misused. In terms of price, the Revo 7 typically ranges from about $420 to $499, depending on the package. And due to its popularity on platforms like TEMU, it is available in various bundles that include the crossbow, bolts, and accessories. If you are looking to purchase the full kit with a high-powered limb or extra accessories, the price can go up. For users, it's a great versatile, compact crossbow capable of delivering solid performance, but it's important to know that the price reflects its functionality, and those who expect a full-size crossbow's capabilities will be disappointed. To wrap this up, the EK Revo 7 is a crossbow that blends innovation and accessibility, offering a high level of performance in a compact form. It's ideal for quick shooting, rapid reloading, and adaptability for both recreational use and small game hunting. When presenting the Revo 7 in your script, make sure to highlight the specifics of the design, the changeable limbs, and the rapid-fire magazine system. And, as always, include safety reminders and legal considerations to guide your viewers properly. 10. V39 Viper. Small, but don't let that fool you. When you pick it up, you'll think it's just another cool gadget, but don't be mistaken. The V39 is a prime example of the mini crossbow revolution. Pocket-sized, modern materials, and an incredible punch for its size. Its overall length is about 13.7 inches and around 6 inches wide, weighing about 2 pounds when unloaded. Light enough to slip into a small backpack, but heavy enough that you can feel the power when you fire it. It shoots bolts about 6.5 inches long, 16.5 centimeters, and can also fire 6mm steel balls, reaching speeds of about 250 feet per second. The V2 version is reported to go even higher, up to around 270 to 300 feet per second in some listings, which means its energy per shot is enough to penetrate thin materials at close range and effective enough at around 220 to 230 feet, roughly 70 yards, depending on the bolt type and conditions. The design is made from high-strength nylon reinforced with stainless steel, with manganese steel limbs coated in nickel for maximum tension and durability. It also features a full-length Picatinny rail for mounting red dots or small scopes, something rare in a micro crossbow, but very useful for anyone looking to improve their accuracy. Why does the V39 make it to the mini deadly list on TEMU? The reason isn't its appearance, but rather the power-to-weight ratio. A small, affordable, easily accessible device that can shoot both bolts and steel balls at speeds comparable to higher-end pistols, making it a highly versatile tool for plinking, pest control, or even those who dare to use it in tactical situations. This makes it a key concern for buyers on popular platforms like TEMU. Easy to find, cheap, and with performance that's no longer just a toy. Moreover, many sellers package it with strings, a few bolts, usually 5, and an optional pro kit with a red-green dot, making it appear ready to use right out of the box, which is why it's showing up so frequently on must-know lists on TEMU and in review videos. The pros of the V39 are clear. It's compact but still delivers impressive power. The quick cocking mechanism allows for rapid reloading without the need for tools, and its small size makes it easy to carry and operate in confined spaces. The multi-use feature with both steel balls and bolts gives it flexibility. And the Picatinny rail lets users mount optics to improve accuracy. The material and build quality, especially in higher-end versions, gives it a solid feel that's sturdier than many toy-like crossbows made from cheap plastic. For content creators, the close-up shots of the cocking process, bolt speed testing, and target shooting are all visually appealing. Additionally, it's perfect for quick, short-range use, like taking out targets in an outdoor shooting range or hunting small animals. However, the V39 is not without its drawbacks. First, while powerful, its range and impact energy are limited by its compact size. 250 feet per second is fast for a mini crossbow, but it's not enough for hunting larger game or hitting at long distances, and the front-heavy design can throw off the balance when shooting for long periods. Second, its single-column magazine is slower to reload than double-row magazine systems, and the rapid-fire ability, if not handled carefully, could lead to accidents, such as firing with no clear target. Third, the variability in quality between batches makes it important to check the product carefully before purchasing. Some lower-end versions cut corners on materials, leading to wobbling or quick wear, while the higher-end models offer better durability. Finally, the availability of such a high-powered, tactical-style mini crossbow could cause concerns regarding safety, as it could be misused in places where it's not legally allowed. Regarding pricing, the V39 typically falls into the mid to low range for mini crossbows. It usually costs anywhere from $40 to $150, depending on the version and accessories. For example, one listing on eBay was priced at $123, buy it now, while some other marketplace listings are cheaper, depending on the source and bundle. This price point makes it highly accessible, but low cost doesn't necessarily mean safety. Lower-priced models often come with more risks if the buyer isn't familiar with the assembly and maintenance requirements. In conclusion, the V39 is a great example of how small, accessible crossbows can still pack a punch. It's not a comprehensive tool for every task, but if you need a mini crossbow that's highly portable, capable of rapid shots at close range, and visually appealing for videos, the V39 is a top contender. When you present this model in a script, make sure to highlight the ease of use, its power-to-weight ratio, the different ammunition options, and emphasize safety and legal concerns. The key details: 13.7 inches long, weighs 2 pounds, shoots at 250 feet per second, comes with 6.5-inch bolts, are simple, clear, and impactful for the audience to understand why this mini crossbow is more than just a toy. And that wraps up our list of the 10 deadliest mini crossbows you can find on TEMU right now. Small, but far from weak, unique, and still highly practical. Each model in this list represents a different approach to crossbow design, from speed and accuracy to mobility and innovation. Whether you're looking for a fun tool for target practice, a techie gadget for your collection, or something that packs a punch for close-range hunting, these options are sure to impress. Just remember, power always comes with responsibility. So make sure to use these devices safely, legally, and for the right purpose. If you found this list helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because we've got plenty more exciting content ahead about these small but deadly tools.